Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Victor Obasuyi. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to address a virtue that seems to be going into extinction in our society, and that's simple two words: thank you. As a child growing up, my parents made sure that at every point in time somebody extended a favor to you, these two words, thank you, must come out, and it must come out loud enough for them to hear it. And the person that you're talking to must also hear those two words, thank you. Appreciation is something that I believe it does not just open the door for you, but it keeps the door open for others that are coming behind you. But who knows, you may need to use that same door again tomorrow. How you handle the situation today is what determines if you have the same door to use tomorrow or not. And even if you don't, but remember, there are others coming behind you. Always leave the door open for them. And that's the most important reason why appreciation, I think, is very important. I had a case in point. A few years back, a friend came in and said needed X amount of dollars as loan. So I told my friend, at this point in time, I don't have the amount that you're requesting for, but this is what I have. This is what I can afford to give you at this point in time. Reasonable enough, at least it was more than 50% of what he asked me. My friend reluctantly said, thank you. I felt more embarrassed than I guess he did. I had to ask him that whatever I'm doing right now is not an obligation. I'm only doing it out of a good heart. So I expect you to at least appreciate it. Even if I couldn't give you everything that you needed, at least appreciate it. I could have said no completely and nothing would happen. And my friend told me that he understands, but where will he get the other part from? At that point, I realized there are some friends that you keep, there are some that you shouldn't, you should keep at arm's length. Because even if you sacrifice your blood for people like that, they'll still not appreciate it. People tend to believe that you have, and so your pocket should be left open for everybody. I completely disagree. I believe whatever somebody is able to give you, appreciate it. Just two words, thank you. It's not going to kill you. They say half loaf is better than none. At least you have something to start with. Even if you need to ask around for the other part, you're not starting from zero. So you should appreciate whatever you got. But I've seen this play out time and time again. There's an African proverb that says, the clay pot that fed you in the morning, don't break it, because you might need it as supper. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. I don't understand where this whole entitlement mentality came in, or where the entitlement mentality comes from. The people that you think have may not even have as much as you think they do. So whatever the person is able to give you, appreciate it. Thank you. Tomorrow, you might need to go back to that person for another favor. You might be surprised that the first one the person gave you, the person probably had to tighten his or her belt just to sacrifice that part that they gave you. The next time you come back, what do you think is going to happen? You dug your grave already. So it's a capital no that you're getting. So I believe that as parents, when we raise our kids, we should also not forget to keep emphasizing the importance of these two words, thank you. Somebody extends a favor to you, say thank you. Somebody holds the door for you to pass, thank you. It doesn't always have to be money. Some people can sacrifice their time for you. Some don't have money, but they sacrifice their time for you. There should be thank you. Put yourself in the other person's situation. The person could have used that time to do something else. So there should be thank you. It shows the moral upbringing that you have, the kind of home that you grew up, the society that raised you. So it is a reflection of the home that you grew up, it is a reflection of the society that you grew up in. Of course, I understand that there are a lot of people that also their parents may have inculcated this virtue into, but when they grow up, they depart from it. But as a parent, let your conscience be clear that you have done the right thing. Our kids represent who we are. So if at the early stage, once we notice these things, kids should be punished if they refuse to do it. If a child does not refuse to say thank you when you give the child a gift, withdraw that gift. If it's a privilege and the child refuses to say thank you, withdraw the privilege. By the time you do it 1, 2, 3 times, it will ring in the child's brain that this is serious business. And we all know that habits die hard, good or bad, same. You learn good habits today, stays with you. You pick up bad habits, stays with you. So I believe we should start this from when the kids are very, very young. It's never too late anyway. It just breaks my heart when you go an extra mile for somebody and the person will, they don't even bother saying thank you. So sometimes they leave a bad taste in your own mouth that when the next person comes to ask for favors, you now begin to think, should I, shouldn't I? Is it really worth it? So please, as human beings, let's learn to do the right things. Thank you takes nothing away from you. You never know, you may need to use that door again tomorrow. Refusing to say thank you or to appreciate the gesture that was extended to you is slamming the door. You slam the door, you can't use that door second time, and you probably slam the door for others that may need it. So this is my little take on this issue. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your time. Continue to share our videos. Nobody knows everything. If there are topics that you think I should talk about, throw them in the comment section. If there are things that should be added to this topic, I'd like to hear from you. Thank you. Victor Obasuyi. See you next week.